Sir.
Am I so good?
Yeah. Please stop playing with fire. I don't know how many more of these shots
I'm a
I can take, my guy.
pyromaniac.
We haven't eaten yet. We haven't really eaten yet.
Cheers.
Cheers. I can't wait. I can't wait to eat that food though.
Oh yeah.
This is the May. Did you catch that time?
Mm-hmm.
This is the May.
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 There you go. Fuck yeah.
It's the May.
This is the May. This is the May.
All right. So
Yeah.
here we are
Here we are.
after our live show.
Yeah.
And
Thank you to everyone who came out to that last
Yeah.
week. Yeah. 2 guns. Finger guns.
welcome back everyone to another episode of the podcast where we pull back the curtain, give you some insight what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar and restaurant. We like to call that the industry perspective.
Oh yeah, bitch.
You just
Yeah.
mimed the curtain.
Pull back the curtain.
Man. That sucks. You have to do that every time now. He literally went. You pulled back the curtain.
I didn't catch that. I was looking at the camera.
I caught the curtain.
Okay.
Pull back the
Oh,
curtain.
you had to move
Surprise,
it.
bitch.
Okay, got it.
Whoa, this goes on back here? Good Lord.
Yeah, this is what goes on back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pull back that curtain. What's up, motherfuckers?
As you guys can see, we have a guest today
Mm-hmm.
who was also on the live show. So for those of you that weren't there, this is Rob.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? My name's
Yeah.
Rob.
He's Rob. Hi, Rob.
I feel like I'm in an AA meeting or something.
Hi, Rob.
I mean, with this podcast, it might as well be. But also, we would like to introduce the newest and first addition to the industry perspective,
Oh, hey.
Mr. Robert Watkins.
I'm here to say bitches.
So, him and I spoke about what we had talked about before while you were,
In
powdering
shower?
your nose and shit. Rob is going to be our newest member of the pod.
I don't powder my nose. Go on.
I powder mine.
Dab it.
I'll give you that one.
Stripper name Powder. Anyway, so Rob will be the first addition to the pod. We also, as we've been saying before, we have like a lot of big plans for what we want to do with this show going forward. It won't just be he and me, especially going forward now that Rob has agreed to join us on this journey.
Oh, yeah.
And down the road, we'll add more members as as it makes sense. We don't want to just add people just to have people on the show.
Mhm.
We want to bring people on who believe in what we're building, believe in the community, and all the nonsense that we bring to it as well. So
God, I
thanks
love the
again, man.
nonsense. Of
Yeah,
course,
thanks
of
again, man.
course. I
Glad to have you part
love
of this.
the vision you guys have had from the first time we spoke about it.
yeah,
I mean, I'm itching to see
Oh,
how
shit.
I can like support you guys and
Yeah.
like be a part of it. When we did the live show, the chemistry was so
Yeah.
hell yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for inviting me and having me.
Oh, man,
Yeah, of
it
course.
was an honor for us too, man.
It was a good time.
Yeah, we've been building this show for 2 years now. I mean,
Yeah.
we're coming up on our year episode. Yeah, this is episode 44.
Good
So
Lord.
we have 8 more and we'll be at our full year.
Really?
Yeah,
Didn't we start this in July?
8 more weeks, my guy.
Oh.
You just said this is the May.
I did. Sorry, man.
You were
I don't know
so
what to
excited
say.
for the month and then you're like, wait,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
wait,
there.
that's very close to July. Yeah, it's right around the corner, man. It's right around the corner.
Hell yeah.
We just got to May. Why are we talking about July?
You was the one that started talking about July. I was just gonna allude to it being in July. I wasn't gonna actually mention it. Yeah, we still gotta get there, man.
Gotta get there.
Still gotta get there. But speaking of getting there, I also wanted to reiterate that we really appreciate everyone who came out to the second live episode. Thank you again to Alamo Draft House for
Thank you,
hosting
guys.
us there. Shout out to everyone there: Sydney, Moses, everyone, Danny, all of you, Fernando number 2, because I'm on the podcast, so you're not Fernando number 1 today, sir. Sorry about that. But yeah, shout out to everyone. Shout out to the people who had never even heard of us and decided to
Mhm.
stay for the entire episode. Ashley, I believe, was her name.
I believe.
I believe it was Ashley. If it wasn't, I apologize. That I drank a lot that night.
Yeah.
I remember everything we talked about. I'm
Yeah.
just terrible with names.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
that was really cool. People hearing about industry experiences and they
Mhm.
stopped by and it was like, this is my experience too. And
Yeah.
that was really cool to see
Yeah.
latch on to what we were talking about and sharing those experiences.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun, man. A lot of
It
fun.
was.
Yeah. We're gonna try to figure out when we could do another one, but you know how it is in LA. Now the weather, well, I want to say the weather's nice, but weather's been fucking with us lately,
gloomy.
man.
Yeah,
It's
it
been
is.
fucking
It
with
should have
us.
stayed warm by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Climate change.
Yeah,
It's
Interesting.
fucking real, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't,
fuck.
I don't care what anybody says. That ain't a political
It
statement.
should not
This shit's
be
real because
fucking. It should
it's
not be
cold in LA in
58
May.
degrees right now.
It's 50
Yeah.
degrees in LA.
It
That's
don't
a
make
little
no
different.
sense.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. But because of that, all of us are working more and definitely working weekends. So Sundays are going to be a little difficult to get off, but we'll figure something out. And as we figure out when to do it, and hopefully we can still do it at the Alamo, we will definitely let you know.
Hell yeah.
Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. But how was you guys' weeks? Like, how was everything?
My week has been exhausting.
Ooh,
I know
But
that.
It's good. It's good. I'm making money and like I'm working a lot, bartending a lot, but it's just been exhausting because I feel like my weekends is when I work my hardest or longest shifts, but I also want to go out at night. And so, like
Yeah.
I'm just burning the candle at two ends.
Mhm.
You see me.
Oh yeah.
I get off of work and
Yeah.
then I'm just like, oh, let me come over and just get one. And I
Yeah.
get one. And then someone shows up that I know. And then they're just like,
Yeah.
oh, now we're getting shots. And I'm just like, but I just wanted.
You just wanted the one.
I just wanted the
You
one.
came for just one, man.
Yeah. And then it just keeps on rolling. Then wait a minute, I have to open the bar at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Right.
And yeah.
And it's 2 a.m. now.
Yeah.
fuck that.
That's
Yeah.
a whole thing right there, man.
But I just get used to it, and then I just somehow roll over into Monday, and I get like rest Monday.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good week. Good week. Money was made. Good
Nice.
experiences. Good. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
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 How about you, bro?
mine was pretty good. Mine was really good.
I want you to
Steve,
tell
right.
us about last night, but make sure
I
you
will.
save that for last.
Oh, I will.
Tell us about the
Ooh.
rest of your week, but I really
Yeah.
want to hear about last night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Friday was cool. Did I? Oh no, I said that on the live episode. Mind.
Wait, what?
Wait, what happened this Friday? What happened this Friday?
That makes
Bro,
me
this
more
was such a
intrigued.
long
They're
weekend.
all running together.
Yeah.
Was it just me, or did this feel like a long ass weekend?
Yes.
It did.
Oh, it was
Really
a
did.
long
This
fucking
was a
weekend.
long weekend. Like
Yeah.
for some reason, this weekend just dragged by. Like April was just like, hold on.
Yeah.
Nope. We're
Yeah.
gonna make this shit just
Hell yeah.
It didn't want to go.
Right?
April was clingy
Okay,
as fuck.
I thought it was.
April was like, no,
April,
we
get
go
off
together
me.
now.
Get
And it's
off
like,
my
nah, I
April.
want
Yeah.
to see other
Jesus.
months. Like, that what we had was what we had.
It's
but
cool,
I'm
but
over
like,
here now, okay? Baby,
yeah.
like, oh, now don't
Want to
ruin the
dance.
memories.
Man,
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was-
it was just me, but April seemed to drag. So like this weekend felt like 5 days, 6 days.
Yeah.
Maybe this weekend felt like a week.
It felt
Almost.
really
It
long.
just-
It really did.
Yeah, and then it just kind of blends together. So I don't even fucking. I can't even recall what was going on. I know the weekend was really good though.
Okay.
I don't think I had any notable things that happened.
Mm.
Not that I could recall. Do you remember that story I told about the guy who had a $400-something tab, and then we had to take his ID and shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
So we've tried to run his card a couple of times. It's declined. He probably canceled it by now.
Of course.
So I think they're gonna like move with like a legal option or whatever to like get him
Oh
to
shit.
come pay
Yeah.
or whatever, because that is theft. Again, that's
Yeah,
That
theft.
is theft at that point.
So that
Yeah.
needs to be stressed. It's not about the business or the owner being like, I need my fucking money. No, that is
I
stealing.
mean, it is, but it's
It
not
is.
them doing it in a
Out of
malicious
spite
way.
or-
It's
yeah.
literally you
took
ordered
my
this,
product.
you got this, you need to pay for this. That's
Yeah.
just, it's transactional. That's
Yeah.
just how it is.
And for legal reasons and full disclosure, giving away alcohol is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
We do not give away alcohol. So
Hmm.
that is also illegal. Not that that was a transaction that was going on, because we were gonna get paid by this person. So, you know, that's the other thing too. You can't give away free alcohol. That needs to be said.
Oh my gosh, you guys are
Legally.
the people that come in and they're it's my birthday.
Yeah.
What can you do for me?
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I can make you whatever you order.
yeah,
And then you can pay for it.
You can pay for
Yeah.
it 100%. And then they get really like kind of pissy with you about it, like because all you offer is a happy birthday, and I can make the drink extra special. I'll throw in a cherry for you, or like a raspberry, make you feel special. Like I'll pour some champagne, but I'll put a cherry.
What kind of cherries do y'all have?
They're bourbon cherries, but they're not the Luxardo. I want Luxardo cherries.
We have Luxardo. It's
envy you guys so
annoying
much.
to have
Bourbon
it
cherries
because
Yeah, it's some off-brand because it's a corporate thing, so they just get their cherries from like wholesale
from
type
the city of
distributors.
Burba.
Yeah, yeah.
need like a reverse bell where
A
I just
reverse bell, you can take a.
kind of like, or just
I like that. There you go.
that'll be it. It's a reverse bell. You're back to 0.
Back to 0. You're you're O for O.
Yeah.
I don't know what made me say it, but I stand by my decision.
No, stand in your square.
I mean, I'm sitting, but
Yeah.
you get it.
Wait, but yeah, Luxardo cherries are
Rosa
clearly
Parks
the best.
proved that you can sit and stand at the same time.
Bringing up civil rights now.
Yes.
Damn. This
Oh Lord.
is getting heavy.
I'm gonna take a drink on that note. Hey Zeus.
It's almost like a segue.
You're a dick. You know what you were doing.
Oh, we were drinking and you
damn it.
weren't.
Oh man, now we gotta drink along.
Man, I'm really trying to remember the fuck happened on my weekend. I'm really drawing a blank. It's just because yesterday was such a good day. Any and all bad things over the course of Thursday, Friday, Saturday were just wiped. Can't even remember because yesterday was such a dope day.
Which isn't that one of the best and worst things about our job is that we can go into a shift and have a great day or a series of great days or bad days and they can still get wiped out.
Yeah.
But that also comes at a cost because a lot of times those nights get wiped out because you're just like, I don't need to remember anything from it. I did it. But then people come back in and to them it was such a great experience, but you're like, but to me it was just Friday. I'm sorry, it was just Friday.
Yeah.
That was several Fridays ago.
I remembered one.
Okay.
I think I put it on the topic. The fucking
You said that, but I didn't see anything.
No,
man.
it's okay.
You didn't hit send.
All right, so
you backed out of the order. You didn't hit send.
I see it. I see it. It's right here.
You typed it in.
That's why I drew a
backed
blank.
out.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was Friday or Saturday. Kind of wish we had JJ back for this, but
he'll be back, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to JJ, man.
but because we spoke about this with like DJs and their tabs and shit.
Oh, I've been hearing about this.
And
Okay, yeah.
So we had this event. Former employee that worked there, he DJs now, so he comes and does this party with us. Then he has a couple of DJ friends that get to, and because he has a good rapport with the owner, you know, kind of give him like a couple extra drinks or whatever, and then said, hey, you know what, just whatever drinks they want to get, it's fine, cool. Now, yeah, that's kind of like open bar status a little bit, and I think that if me personally, if somebody said, hey, you know what, just don't worry about your drinks, we got it, that doesn't mean run up a $230 something tab. Granted, the one who was throwing it, the one that used to work there, he probably had a couple drinks, maybe like 4, maybe.
So
it's not a lot.
So the place that you work at, they don't set a cap.
Well, what we do is we give them like drink tickets. It's usually like 10 or 12. It's like there's your free drinks. We don't have a tab, but because it was a friend, you know, the owner was like, yeah, cool, why not? So then they invite a couple of friends. He's like, hey, you know, put it on my tab. I'm like, all right, well, you know, he said it's okay, so yeah, just once. And he's like, hey, I got you guys this first one. But he even told him explicitly, I got you guys this first one. The rest you got to pay for.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the buddy of his that was also DJing, this dude must have been dehydrated because he was just drinking beers and he was back like every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes.
Sir.
And man, I'm really not trying to throw shit or talk shit, but it was like in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, are you okay with just constantly just drinking all of our shit? He wasn't getting fucked up or wasted, but in my mind, I'm thinking of it. How do you feel okay with just, hey, let me get another beer? Hey, another one, another this. Let me get this. Like every 5-10 minutes, just coming back and coming back and coming back. The difference between them is that the friend of the establishment, he dropped a 20 for us. Like the bartender, he's like, hey, this is for you guys.
Yeah.
But he didn't tip a shit.
The one that was back every 5 or
The
10
one that
minutes.
was just
it was one of
drinking,
those guys.
just drinking and drinking. It's like, dude, again, not expecting it, but it's kind of like that gesture, like, hey, you guys are here working this and
Right.
you know,
right.
providing drinks for our people and this and that. And you know, you're serving me, and I know I don't have to pay for anything. So let me just take care of you guys too to make sure you're good. Didn't even do that. Like, it's not expected, but it's just like those gestures of like, oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Integrity. Like, I
just
appreciate
integrity.
that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Knowing you don't have to pay for anything, and you're gonna do that. Hey,
Knowing
man,
you
that's
don't
love.
have to pay, or even if you're paying less, just
Or less.
remember, hey, I could be paying full price. I also know the people who are serving me this.
Yeah.
Let me pass the savings on to them, kind of deal. You know,
Show the
like,
love.
if
Show the
this
love
would've
to you
cost
guys.
me $300, but it cost me $150.
Right.
I don't need to give the bartender $150, but maybe I'll give them $50, and I still
Something.
saved $100.
Yeah.
And I also built a relationship with my bartender or my server or whoever. You know,
Now I just
don't-
look at you as the greedy guy that
Right.
just, oh shit, we don't have to pay for anything. Fuck it. Because I remember the last time they were here, they had given them a couple of tickets, and he came up to ask me for a drink, and I was like, oh, do you have the ticket? He's like, oh, well, I'm DJing. I'm like, okay, well, I still need the fucking ticket. I wasn't told otherwise. We've discussed
Right.
this many
Right.
times. And I noticed the difference between then and this time. He had maybe 3 or 4 drinks on when he was paying, but this time it was, shit, man, I want to say at least 10, 12 maybe.
Right.
And that was a mixture of beers and
So that's what I meant earlier about your establishment not putting a cap on it,
Mhm.
not just
Yeah.
drink tickets. So where I work at, there's a dollar amount cap per like item, but there's also an overall cap. You know, so like depending on the entertainment, it might be this amount. But then you also know, like, well, I'm not going to give them shots of Class A or 42 because you're not going to comp those.
Granted, right? Yeah.
But you also don't want to be giving them $22, $25 shots either. You want to keep it as low as possible. But that's also on the entertainment, DJ, dancer, whatever they may be, whatever entertainment they are. Have the wherewithal to know I shouldn't be just burning through this free shit because
Right.
it's not free. You know,
No.
it's
Like,
just
someone
being
has to pay for
covered
it,
as
yeah.
a part of
Right.
a service that you're providing.
And now
Yeah.
that can be made back with the volume of the crowd, like people. If they're bringing in more people, like at
Oh,
our
yeah.
place,
Yeah.
we'll extend their tab or whatever. Like, oh, you guys had this place packed. We'll give you more tickets, more drinks or whatever.
Right.
But it wasn't a particularly busy night, so for him to keep coming back and asking for more drinks, like if he was sweating, doing something, it's like, dude,
Right.
come on, you guys didn't really pack this place out. You're kind of just trying to get drunk or whatever
Right.
Yeah.
on the business's behalf.
Right.
And for those that may be wondering, like, oh, what do you care? It's not your alcohol. It's the principle of the fact.
Oh yeah.
Like, how do you
It's
within
not,
yourself
it's not
feel
just
okay?
the principle, it's also that person showing who they are. Because if you're the type of person who's trying to get one over on the business, you're also the person that's going to try to get one over on me, meaning that you're also not going to be tipping me for me trying to take care of you.
Right.
So it's really just looking at the person as the behavior. You're
Yeah.
just noticing the signs. So I'm just saying I agree with you and don't try to like cut it short. Like you're right.
No, but like even with that, like they're anytime they're taking away from you to make their drinks or pour their beer, they're taking you away from paying customers.
Exactly.
And
That,
so like
thank you for that. Yeah.
That's where like even if they're not necessarily, it doesn't cost you much to like just pour this beer or whatever.
Mhm.
It's time and it's energy that's taken away from paying customers that you could be giving that paying customer a little bit more energy,
Yeah, of
time to
course.
make them want to come back and make them want to
Exactly.
tip more. But now you're spending it on this person that is not going to tip you anything and is not paying for the drink. So yeah, I just feel like integrity would make you want to be a little bit mindful of that.
Integrity is definitely the biggest
Absolutely.
thing. Like if you would
Yeah.
have slapped a 10, a 5, something, man. Something. The way I look at it is you didn't lose any money. You didn't spend anything.
Anything.
What's it going to hurt for you to, and maybe he didn't have cash, to which, again, I try not to hold anybody by this because I don't expect anybody to do what I do. But if I'm somewhere and they're like, hey, we got you, I'm like, shit, charge me for a Red Bull. Give me something,
Something.
so
Yeah,
I can.
something.
tip on
If I
top
don't
of
have
that,
cash, I'll put it at least on
Right.
the card. At least let me give you something, even if it's fucking taxed.
Right.
Mhm.
Let me give you something for taking care of me. Give me
Right.
charge me for a Red Bull, soda, this fucking orange. I don't care.
Right.
Yeah,
Let me just write something down.
Right.
yeah,
So
Absolutely.
the people that can make the excuse of like, oh, well, what if you didn't have cash? Where there's a will, there's a fucking way.
Right. I will also say, I just, before we move on to the next topic, another shout out to JJ. This actually just happened 2 nights ago. He was DJing and he had some people come in and he told them, hey, whenever you go up there, just tell them to put it on my tab. But he also lets people know, don't go up there ordering anything crazy. But they also came up with that intent of like, we're not going to order anything crazy.
right.
We're just going to come up, and they were ready to pay. But I was like, oh no, you're with the DJ. The DJ has a tab. It's set at a certain limit.
Yeah,
They didn't come up trying to take advantage of the system. They're like, hey, just give us 4 of these, whatever it is your well is, or whatever you want to give us.
right.
So when you get those people, you're like, oh, I want to take care of them even more.
Yeah,
But then to double down on it at the end, JJ came up and was ready to pay his tab. And I looked at him, I was like, bro, you're working. And he was like, oh shit, I am working. He's like, wait, they didn't go over the tab? I'm like, no, because you brought in the right type of people
That's what's
who
up.
don't
Yeah.
go over a tab.
Yeah,
They're
they
not
don't take
trying to take
advantage.
advantage.
yeah,
Taking
They
advantage.
they're trying to support you, trying to support the establishment, and they
Yeah.
want to have a good time.
yeah.
Those are the people you want to have around.
Hell yeah.
Those are the people
If you have the
wanna
DJ that's taking it, like if it's the DJ that's taking advantage, it's like,
Right.
that one kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
know. So that's the way I looked at it, is like he's just kind of taking advantage of that fact. So, I mean, and I just work there, but
Right.
still, it speaks about you as
So,
a person.
Yeah, it all comes back to integrity, I feel like, because even if I go to a place where I know I'm going to get a hookup, I never walk in assuming the hookup.
Right.
Like, I
Right.
go in ready to pay for everything. And then if I get a hookup, then that's a cherry on top. And I appreciate that. And I'm going to pay it back in dividends in the tip and what. But
Right.
I just feel like the people that come in just expecting hookup, whether it's you're the DJ or whether it's my birthday or whatever.
even if you're a regular who comes into the establishment on
Yeah.
a regular basis.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's like expecting the hookup is just so classless.
Yeah.
It
But, like,
is.
and
I will say, I apologize for having another story, but this
Yeah.
one's short. There was someone who lived in the area of my current job, and they would come in all the time because where they live, they get a discount at that
Mm.
bar.
Yeah.
And they would come in knowing, well, the discount means it costs this much.
Mm.
And they would only have that amount of money.
Oh wow.
Hey man, good to see you, this and that. Okay, and then when it's done and I'm like, oh, it's $12 or it's $15,
Yeah.
they would hand me $15. And I'm like, so you
Mm.
walked in here with 15 because you knew it cost 15.
Oh no. Yeah.
But
It's a
fuck me,
strategy.
right?
Yeah.
Fuck me though.
That's
You know what I
trash.
mean? Like,
That's fucking trash.
yeah, because those are also the same people that will turn around and say, if someone's new on the job and doesn't know them and doesn't know they don't get a discount.
Yeah.
Wait, where's my discount?
Oh my
I
god.
should have got my discount. I
God
only came in
forbid.
here for my discount.
God
Like,
forbid.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're taking advantage of the system. Yet again.
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah.
You really are, man. Hold on. Your audio went out. Yeah. Well, I saw your microphone flicker. It flickered.
You hear me?
No, you're not back yet.
Am I back yet?
Oh, yeah, you're back now.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, he's back.
I'm right in their ear.
He's back.
Oh, boy, he's back.
Yeah, that's really it. Just if you're a DJ, don't take advantage, man, because we're gonna remember that. And
Not just a DJ. If
It's
you're
just
anyone, don't take
anyone.
advantage.
It's just kind of annoying to see you come back after like every 5 minutes, and no, we're not making any money off of you. Even the business isn't making money off you, so it's kind of like you're annoying.
Yeah.
Get out of my face. Stop asking me for one more. You know it's not one more, you lying piece of shit.
Yeah.
I would even offer advice. Like, if you are the person that's getting the hookup, like the DJ, do yourself a solid and tip up front on that first
Yes.
round. And I know where you're at and I
Yes.
know what you're doing. And then,
Because
I
then
will
if you
take
run
care
out
of
at the end, I'm like, okay, you
Cool.
already
Or
tipped me.
you took
You
care of
made
me.
sure you took care of me first. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Or-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a big following and can bring in a crowd.
Yes.
That's the flip side. Make sure
Yeah.
you can bring in a lot of people and not just a couple
Yeah,
people.
but if you're the type of person who has a following that can bring people in, typically you're not the person who comes out with no money. Because no one follows someone like that.
Yeah.
Because why am I going to follow you to a place you can't even get in?
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you there. We're going to be outside. And you're like, yo, I didn't bring any money. And like, well, motherfucker, you invited me. I came with you. What do you mean I got to pay for you to get in? Like, nah, nobody follows anybody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
That
just
just
go
reminded me.
anywhere.
So yesterday during our event, we sold tables and stuff, right? I guess there was a little dispute outside because there was a group of people that did buy a table, and then there was like 4 or 5 of their party that didn't have their IDs. So they were trying to make this argument of like, well, we paid for the table. It's like,
I don't care what you
Cool.
paid for. You paid
Can we
for
get
it.
a
You should have
refund?
brought the proper.
don't talk to.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
walks out of their house without any ID?
We've spoken about this, but I heard what they were saying, like, yeah, but we already paid for the table, this and that. It's like, well, you should have made sure you had your ID. Go back home, go get your fucking ID,
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't
come and sit
understand
at your
what that
table.
means.
The fuck it? No, it's got to be a legal. It's gotta be like a valid form of identification. Some
Yeah.
people even try to use like a temporary or whatever, and it'll say on the paper, not a valid form of identification because it just has like your name or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, but this is me, or if it's a picture, it's if it
I
says
had
not a valid
I had
form.
someone last week. I
Sorry.
asked them for their ID. It took them almost 5 minutes to pull out a piece of paper that was folded multiple times. And when they showed it to me, it had been so overused and everything. It
Yeah.
wasn't even recognizable as to what the ID was. And I just kind of looked at them and was like, I can't take this.
What do you think I am?
And to their credit, they didn't even argue. They literally just folded it back up and walked out. They were like, all right, cool.
All right.
I didn't think I'd get in with this anyway. And they just walked the fuck out.
Well, do people not
Enough.
understand it's like a legal thing that
No,
like
they
a
don't
bar-
understand.
A bar can't if a bar serves you alcohol or drinks and you don't have an ID proving that you're 21. I don't care
Right.
how old you look. You don't have an ID that proves you're 21 or over. A cop or a bar, like those people, they can come in and who are the people that just come in and like just test that shit? Not necessarily cops.
the liquor
but,
board.
Yeah, the
Liquor
liquor
board,
board.
yeah.
They can come in and they can shut that bar
Mhm.
down.
Yeah, LCB.
They can take that bar's entire liquor license and shut that bar down if we serve liquor to
Right.
someone that doesn't have a legal ID proving they're over the age of 21.
Right.
So it's like
Doesn't matter how old you are.
Doesn't matter
And
how
it
old
doesn't
you are.
even have to be that it's proving that you're over 21.
Oh, okay.
It can also be just a proof that you are who you say you are.
Yeah,
If they come
okay.
in there and they're like conducting a search for someone.
Yeah.
And then no one can leave until we check everyone's ID. And then they go and they get to a person and they're like, well, I don't have my ID. They're going to look at whoever served them.
Yeah.
Well, why are you serving this person without an ID?
Right.
Oh, well, I mean, they looked over 30. It's like, no, you're supposed to check their ID first.
Everybody.
And I know that that's a 1 in a million chance.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm that number 1 in a million, if I win the lottery that fucking day, I'm going to be so pissed.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight you. They're going to add charges to my shit. Like, yo, I trusted you, motherfucker. And you didn't come out with your ID.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're fighting.
I'm catching more cases.
The cases are adding up.
Yo, I can always plead down. I can always plead down to something
So,
lesser.
like it's not just like a simple, just like I just need to see your ID because that's our company policy. It's like a real legal thing that y'all have to abide by.
And if you're in Los Angeles, it's a way to keep the homeless out of the establishment, which is what you want.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to be a dick when I ask for your ID, but guess what? When the homeless try to come in and you don't want them there, the first thing we get to say is like that, the riot shield is like, where's your ID? You can't get past it without the
riot
ID. You
shield.
know what I mean? They're like, I don't have it. And they got to walk back out.
Hell
I
yeah.
literally walked someone out who had already made it all the way to the bar. He was already in. So really, there's no way for me to get him out without putting hands on him. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, do you have your ID? And he was like, nah, man, I ain't got it. And I was like, well, I still need it. He's like, man, I'm about to be 52. I was like,
cool.
don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't matter. I still need your ID.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not gay, but you handsome as fuck. I was like, All right, but I still need your ID, homie.
He was like, let me try this. Let me try this one. Let me try this one.
Yo,
He was going for everything.
This man was pulling out the straws
straight
like,
up. He was like, I can try this one.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gay. Nah, son, not. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Don't let the colored hair fool you. That is not gonna work on
man.
me.
The fact that was like the first like kind of rebuttal he went to was like, oh, shit, what can I work? Oh, colored hair. Hey man, I'm not gay, but you're handsome. Oh
Yeah, no, still need the ID.
And he asked me for a free shot on top of it.
Oh man.
Shut the fuck up.
Actually,
He asked me for a free shot on top of everything.
I respect the balls on that guy at that point.
Apparently, so does he. He respects him. He just won't touch him.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
I ain't gay, but those are some nice balls you got on you, sir. Like, wait, what?
What, sir?
I mean, thank you, but why did you see them?
As you escort him out, and it's like, sir,
I completely forgot my train of thought.
That's fair. That's fair. So there is one thing that I really wanted to talk about. Obviously, since you're going to be on the show going forward, I could have saved it, but I really didn't want to. This was something that I kind of noticed within myself this week. Being an older bartender, and you, especially once you get into your 30s, you know, and you're still in the game and everything like that. Well, all of these people that are coming in, they're like early 20s. Because I told him he wasn't old enough for this conversation.
Barely about to turn 30 this week, and he's really just
almost there.
He's like, sorry,
Almost
not there yet. Still in your 20s,
but
like a couple days.
But it's just one of those things. I've always felt this sense of, when it comes to my younger coworkers, especially younger female coworkers, I feel a sense of I have to protect them.
Yes.
Especially when it's their first serving job, bartender job, whatever, hosting, anything.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, dude, I know what's out there. I know what's out there. I need to protect you.
Yeah.
And sometimes that also leads to like awkward situations, because there are sometimes where there are certain coworkers, depending on where I'm working or their personality, where I just won't talk to them at all. But not in the sense of like, oh, I don't like you. It's just like, nah, we don't have anything to discuss. So if I do talk to you, it looks like I'm just trying to fuck. And I'm not. I'm really not. You know, like, you still don't even know how to fuck yet. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Like, you're not there yet.
I'm never gonna tell someone that.
Someone needs to hear it. Someone needs to hear it.
I'm never telling. But
there are a lot of people out there that think they're doing a better job than they are.
Yeah.
You need to hear the truth, man.
There's a
Myself included. I've been told the truth before. I've sat on the corner of the bed crying. And I vowed never again.
That was your villain origin story,
man. You got to hear the truth.
I mean, along the last point, there is a reason it's called a blow job. Like, you know, you kind of have to work your way up into getting good at that. But in terms of the actual statement, or like the question you were asking about the younger co-worker, I do feel like that one. There we go. I do feel like I feel like Big Brother a little bit. And like it's very much just like because the thing is, especially I feel like where I work at, they hire very specifically very attractive women. Well, I respect them, and like, but they're all about their money and they're doing their thing. Right. And so,
and they have to deal with a lot of shit.
Deal with a lot of shit. And so I'm always on awares of when, like, you know, they'll come up to me and they'll be like, Rob, can you go talk to that guest, because like they just gave me like the willies about like whatever. And I'm just like, all right, cool. And then I'll have to move to that side of the bar to kind of like just take care of those guests because they got weirded out by that person. Like, I take that on, and it just is what it is. But there's that, and I mean, I even feel that sometimes for like the younger guests, because like the guests, women give you like that look of just like, save me, help, and like they don't, and, like the guy doesn't see it. And so now that I'm like kind of coming in and be like, hey man, just don't touch her if you don't know her. And it's like, well, I've never had a bartender ever tell me that. I'm just like,
well, now you have.
Now you have. And then like, and clearly she doesn't want to admit that she gave me the sign to step in, but now I have. But yeah, no, definitely. I definitely feel like Big Brother at the bar a lot of times because, like you said, especially when they're younger and they're newer to the game and they know that their attractiveness can definitely pull in the money and pull in like the guys that we want to become regulars.
Which is part of the game.
It's part of the
and
game,
it shouldn't be
100%.
one of those things where you have to think about, okay, yeah, I want to be attractive. I want to be sexy.
Yeah.
And I want to feel confident about myself and give you something good to look at and myself something to feel good about how I look. Like, just being able to walk outside and feel good about yourself shouldn't be something that you have to validate, especially at your job. But within our particular industry, those things are highlighted. But the people who are being highlighted aren't always as protected as they should be.
Yeah, and I feel like it's one of those things where I wish guys would just know that, like, yo, this is just an experience that they're giving you or presenting to you, and leave it right there unless they give you that kind of invite to further with it or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, it's just accept that's just the experience they're giving you right then and there. Enjoy it while you're there in that moment, but don't overextend yourself and don't be like, yo, so let me get your number, like, yo, da 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 da. If that's not really,
or that other thing of invading the personal space.
Invading the personal space is so creepy.
Getting right up. I mean, have you seen that? Like when someone
I completely spaced out for a majority of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
He's
You
like,
guys
they
excluded
said
me.
I'm not old
You
enough,
guys-
so
you guys-
fuck this conversation.
And my chair's been getting progressively lower too. So like I'm at the kids' table. Like what the fuck, man?
Sir, you felt like you were at the kids'
I
table.
was just like
Grown folks is talking.
Well, no, but
talking about Roth IRAs and retirement. I'm like, what the fuck? This doesn't interest me. I'm just
But
gonna.
no, I don't even think that's just a big brother thing. I think that's just like a male thing. If, like,
Yeah,
you're cool,
yeah.
if you're just
well,
cool,
that's why I threw it to him, and he was like,
No,
I'm
I
not a
was
part of
checked
this.
out. I was just like, I heard you guys talking. And I heard bits and pieces of it, but I'm just like,
if you're cool with your female coworkers and you feel like they're getting like creeped on and stuff like that, do you feel kind of protective or a little
oh, absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
for
Oh,
sure.
welcome
if
back.
They
bit?
tell,
Like, there he is. Hey,
if they tell me like,
buddy.
hey, this guy's getting a little weird or crazy, I'll just be
Yeah.
like, all right, cool, just go hang in the back or
Yeah.
whatever. Or even the instance where the guy didn't want to pay his tab and my female coworker didn't feel comfortable approaching him about it, so I was like, hey, don't worry, I got it. I got you guys. That's kind of why I'm here. To take care of the people that you don't feel comfortable doing.
It's like sitting in the emergency exit row of an airplane.
Yeah.
As the guy behind the bar, or not even behind the bar, but working in service industry, especially if you're outnumbered 2, 3, 4 to 1 by your female coworkers, you do feel a sense of protection over them. Like, yo, I'm not gonna be up in your way.
No, because I want you to do your
I got
thing.
all this extra leg room because I'm one of the only guys here. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Y'all can help me get some numbers, you know what I'm saying, like that. But when it comes time that you need me to like step in for something, in an emergency situation, I have no problem fucking stepping in.
I heard that. I fucking got that. I caught that. You ain't slick. He thought he was gonna fly right past that.
I tried to fly by it.
Nah, he's like, nah, I'm bringing back to
It was like the emergency exit. I thought I could slide right out of that motherfucker. You're like, ho.
Wait.
You got to put the mask over the child first and then secure your own.
Nah,
I'm just gonna coast by that one, buddy.
That's fine. I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I fool with that idea for sure. Because like there are times when even I just notice the way that guys will talk to me versus how they talk to them, like because they know that they can. If they get a little bit more aggressive with them or something like that, then they feel like they can get what they want, or not get what they want, but just kind of finagle their way a little bit.
Bully.
They can bully a
They
little
can
bit
always
more.
bully more.
Whereas like with me,
with a
it's just
woman.
like straight talk.
In
Like,
their mind, they think it.
yeah,
And I love when they get put in their place.
yeah.
It's one of my favorite things is to watch one of these motherfuckers who think that they can just talk to someone any kind of way.
Yeah,
And a woman puts them in their place.
absolutely.
And now you got to sit there
That's
and
it,
everyone just heard you get sunned.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then if I'm there, I'm going to be looking at you like, Can't get you anything else.
Damn, homie.
Can't get you want to close your tab? You want to close your tab,
close
don't
the tab.
you?
You
Yeah,
wanna get
yeah.
out of
Let's
here.
go ahead and close your
go.
tab.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and close it. That's cool. Yeah, let's go and get you out of here, buddy. It's okay. You had a long day.
100%, 100%. And that's the thing is like a lot of these women, they definitely know how to stand up for themselves. So much respect them. They don't
yeah.
always need the protection, but
Right.
there is that.
Which is another thing to always keep in mind. Don't step in unless you know you are needed. Like someone's about to put hands on, and you know that particular person ain't got hands like that.
Right.
But sometimes your female coworkers got better hands than you.
And
Hey,
you're
I'm gonna
like,
stand back and let you get this work plate work.
Yeah.
You ordered the number 1 and the number 2. You gonna get them. I've seen her.
Two-piece and
I've
a
seen her.
biscuit.
Yeah,
Shit to the
I've seen her
side of
mop
your
a few
head.
people up. Good
Yeah.
luck. I don't want to be you. I don't want to be you at all.
Yeah, no, but I definitely get that working with a lot of like attractive females, attractive women. But working with a lot of attractive women.
Still have to get used to that. Not in a bad way. Just I don't have a problem with a word not being acceptable anymore. Just if I fuck up and say it, just be like,
give me time to adjust.
hey man, we don't like that word no more. Shit, my bad.
Cool.
But when you're like, yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
sorry, I didn't get the email.
didn't get
No
the
one
memo.
CC'd me that I couldn't use this word anymore. Just
Like,
tell me I can't
right.
use it, and I'll be like, hey, I apologize. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Let me file that away.
File it away.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yes,
And we're
okay.
back up to date.
Yeah.
So the updated attractive women, working with attractive women, like you definitely feel that protective energy toward them, but you also want to get
Right.
Absolutely.
never want to step in and for their building.
Exactly.
You only step
Exactly.
in when they ask for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because
They don't tell you, then chill out.
Because you also don't want to put them in a position where they now are being looked at as even more inferior to the person who's disrespecting them in the first place. Give them the opportunity to put them in their place first. And then if that person tries to escalate it even more, it's like, okay, it's time for you to leave. That's when we come in. But just when you see someone saying one little thing, it's like, no. No one asked you yet. Put your cape away.
Yeah.
You might get caught on a pour spout. Come on, man.
They're getting their white knight armor on, ready to go.
For real. I'll
There's-
save you. I'm in with a shaker.
Excuse me, did I hear that there was some assistance needed?
got a strainer and then one of the spoons as his sword and shield.
Oh shit, that is fucking hilarious.
Here
man.
to defend
That
thine
is
honor,
good.
my lady.
Yeah, I
Nobody
like
called
that.
for you. Walk back over
Riding
there.
on the, riding on the back of a bar back, ready to joust.
That was good. That was good. That was a good one.
Oh, my chair keeps getting
Your chair's
shorter.
squeaking.
It is squeaking, but they couldn't hear that.
No, they couldn't hear it.
Yeah. Cool.
That's terrible.
Welcome back to the adults table.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I won't be here for long. Trust me on that. One of the other things I really wanted to discuss before we go is dating the service industry.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Well, no, not just dating within it, but
Not shitting in your own backyard.
jeez,
But finding date.
you know what? It is what it is. We'll just say either or.
What? Either or?
Either or. Like
Yeah.
dating someone else in the service industry, but also just dating in the service industry in general. I know I'm single. I don't know about anyone else here. Okay. So how do you all feel when it comes to giving your number out, accepting a number, things like that? Or someone comes in on a date, but they're obviously not feeling their date and they're trying to talk to you. What are some of those things that you deal with that? Yeah.
You go first.
Okay.
With me, I haven't had the situation where I'm swooping on another date. Usually, I try to like direct my energy, not all of the energy to the guy, but when I know it's like a first or second date, you know the energy.
Right.
It's like somebody within their first 3 dates, and if I like, God forbid, I make her laugh, The dude
Yeah.
give me the fucking
Oh,
stink eye.
shit.
Oh yeah,
And it's not like I'm
absolutely.
trying to make it. It's just like,
No
yo,
tip for you.
and it's
Yeah.
just like I have to give you guys an experience as
Right,
like
right.
you know the server or the bartender, and so like yeah, if I'm just doing my usual rapport building thing and it's going too well, and then he's just looking at me like, get the fuck out of here. I'm just
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm just
I'm
trying to get
trying.
your order. Yeah,
I'm absolutely trying.
I'm just doing my. Oh, you're trying.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm trying to
Oh.
get out of here.
Yeah. I'm not trying to stay
I don't
here.
want
I
to
don't
be
wanna
here.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part
because
of this.
I feel y'all's awkward energy. Y'all
Yeah.
trying to figure out like, can I drink? I don't know what I drink. Like
Yeah.
the first, second, and third dates at a bar are always awkward. To me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not trying to that, but I've taken numbers usually like, you know, girls are out there on like the girls' night or that solo girl that just comes to the bar a lot. But I have had bad experience dating women from that I've picked up from the bar.
Oh yeah, well, we
because-
all have. Yeah.
Yeah,
we all have.
because she like it didn't end well, and she still keeps on coming to the bar regularly.
Oh,
And I'm just kind of like, and now it's like this awkward thing where like I ghosted her,
Mhm.
and so it's just like this awkward thing where it's like, I don't want to address this. Like I didn't feel like I
Right.
needed to address, but now you're at my place of work like 2 times a week, and now all my coworkers know the story because I done told them the story about how you got too drunk at that bar and I had to put you in an Uber and all of that. Now you're like, here you are at my job.
And that was that the reason for the ghosting.
It was part of it because it was just like one of those things. Like I just don't think
It was
like,
it was a culmination of things.
was a
Like
culmination of
everything was
things.
added up, and you're just
everything's
like,
added
this
up. Like
wouldn't work
you just
long
have a
time.
lot of demons that you're dealing with right now, and you're dealing with those things, alcohol,
and I'm not the
and
exorcist.
I'm not the exorcist.
Mhm.
And I'm just here for like a good time, and I'm not trying to. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, let me just leave this. Maybe I could try to keep on messing with it. I was like, nah.
It's
But-
it's always a cost reward to me anyway.
Yeah.
Cost reward.
Yeah. But when they keep on showing up at your job because you
Yeah.
That's weird.
got a bartend, like
That's
go
weird.
get a
It
table.
can be, to me, it's just hilarious because I get ghosted at least once a week, every other week, because someone will give me a number
Yeah.
or take mine, because now I don't take numbers anymore. I'm like, I'm not gonna initiate the conversation. Fuck it,
Yeah.
because I just got tired of getting a number, initiating the conversation. Nothing.
Oh.
Set a date or something like that. Crickets. One person texted me 20 minutes before we were supposed to be at the restaurant,
That's just rude.
and then told me that we were still on for the date. And I was like, okay, well, you're kind of late. I didn't say that part, but it's kind of late to be telling me you're still down. I'm like,
Yeah.
so what do you want to do? Do you want to do dinner, or you just want to grab a drink? Because dinner options are kind of limited at this point.
Yeah.
Crickets. You know what I'm saying? That's me on average.
Oof.
And I have other friends that I hear the same thing. And I'm talking like male, female, gay, lesbian, straight, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
saying like dating in general is just fucking trash. But it's really hard if you're service industry, because the dating pool is so contaminated right now, and we're only able to really get what we can filter through, like a fucking swimming pool cleaner. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
we're not getting the best of it. You know, we got to skim through all of that. You know,
Yeah.
it's just fucking difficult. I'm over it. I'm so over it, man. I'm so over it. I don't want another phone number. I don't want anyone to ask for mine. Just leave me the fuck alone. This shit is old. It's so old.
So you're trying to get out of the bar dating.
I'm just trying to get out of the dating
Oh,
pool.
all the
Yeah, all of them, man. Like, I'm just.
like you're not even trying to get wet anymore. You're just like out the pool.
I didn't say all
pools.
that. I just
Oh.
said I don't want to be in the dating pool. There's a pool I'm gonna swim in. It just won't be the dating pool,
I think,
because the dating pool fucking sucks, man.
I think
Because no one wants to really date, is what I'm saying. I'm
No.
down to date
Where-
if it was like some real shit. We had common goals and all that other stuff, but
Yeah.
most people don't even know what they want to be 2 years from now, let
now,
alone two.
before this
you
turns
know?
into a dating podcast.
Oh yeah.
And I
Let's not
think
do
we've spoken
that.
about it before too. You're in the service industry, really only ever date people,
I
because
prefer
it's
to.
hard to date people with normal jobs. And
Yeah.
again, we've
Yeah.
talked about this before.
Yeah.
I don't want to go over it again, but yeah, like that's kind of what it comes down to. Either date your coworkers, which is a big no-no, or you date other people's coworkers, which everybody kind of knows everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
which is fine. Just don't be messy about it.
definitely don't be
That's
messy
really what it
about
comes
it
down to.
because
Just don't
everybody's
be
gonna
messy.
hear about it.
Don't be messy. Don't think you're gonna get away with it all the time because eventually it comes back on you. We have friends that it has come back on. All of us do. Yeah, they thought they were gonna get away with it, and then fucking
I've
shoe
seen some
drops,
people
man.
very successfully navigate a lot of hooking up a lot of people,
I've seen it too.
and God bless them, because I don't know how you navigated that successfully without drama and messiness.
I only have the patience for one person at a time. Even if it's not a relationship, it's like I only have the patience
Yeah.
for one person at a time. I don't want to know how everyone's day was.
How's your day? How's your day? How's your day? How's your day? How's your day?
Oh,
I don't care.
Mine was good. Mine was good. Mine was good. Mine was good.
What'd you do today? Went to work. Went to work. Went to work. Went to work.
Man.
Nah, man, it's too much.
That's way too much.
It's too much. It's just too much.
Wait, have you successfully dated someone that you work with?
No, I don't date people.
Oh, okay. You
He
made
waits
it
until
hard.
he quits the job.
I don't like to.
And you come back like, wait, that wasn't.
No, he doesn't have to.
I don't-
He'll come back. They come find him.
Oh, bet. Okay.
I don't like to
Fair.
shit where I work. It's just it happened once, but it was in like retail when I was working in retail like many years ago.
Huh?
And it just got really weird. And from then on, I was like 19 maybe. 10 years ago.
Life comes at you fast.
Yeah, it happened once, and then like I swear right then and there, never again. Yeah, no, that's
Never. I wouldn't lie to myself like that. I don't prefer to try to date people I work with. I actually prefer not to, especially because I mostly work with men now, so I'm not dating any of them.
There's that, yeah.
But I just have never been the person that puts any limits on, okay, I work here, so I do this or whatever. It's just, it is what it is. My only limitation is if it feels like it's something that I would continue to do or would like to continue to do, then I'll do it.
Sure.
And that's pretty much where I stay at. Yeah.
It's toxic because, like, if you just dating like, if you just makes sense in terms of like the time and availability, you kind of get each other's, understand time constraints and the schedules and all that type of stuff. But that pool can be very limiting to, I guess, in terms of like finding someone that it's not just in like
and most
in that mindset kind of like that.
And most of the time too, like the people within the usually are in a relationship anyways. So you don't even date your core, this and that, because they're usually in a relationship.
Yeah.
You find some time to sneak into the walk-in and
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, that shit is fun. You can't deny that.
you're in a
man.
relationship, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. You can still be in one afterwards.
We've definitely seen some people that were in a relationship, and
I've seen them in my own elevator.
oh man,
I can't even leave my house without running into somebody sometimes. Yeah. Oh.
you see some shit and you're
Y'all
like,
are cute together.
thought you was in a relationship.
A
Cool.
likely story.
Cool.
Man, I can't wait to talk to my friends about this and have you thinking I'm gonna say something, but I won't. I don't care.
Yeah.
I won't.
I'm not,
But the fact that you think
I'm
I
a
will?
professional first, man. I'm never gonna blow up someone's spot. Your relationship is your business, not mine.
100%.
It is not my business at
It
all.
is not our. I said this before. It is not our job to help the values
No,
that's for marriage.
I didn't commit to them. You did.
That is your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if there was a falling out, I might try to pick up your pieces
No.
anyway. So why would I ruin that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. We never said that's what we were doing.
But this isn't a dating podcast.
It's
We're
not
not
at
even dating
all.
advice.
It's
We were
not
just
at all.
speaking
Yeah.
objectively from a service industry
say that was a
perspective.
nice
Yeah.
segue.
Definitely. It's just, but we're also the ones who see it the most.
Yeah.
We're also the ones who see it the most. That's one of those things that one of the reasons why I wanted to bring it up is because we are not a dating podcast. Never will be, but we hardly ever talk about it. But we have to see it all day, every
We gotta at least
day.
touch on it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we see people
Yeah,
on
you
dates.
gotta
so
touch
yeah.
it.
All the
You
time.
gotta touch it.
Like I said,
Touch on it.
I just love the.
No, you gotta touch it.
Touch on it.
Nah, you gotta touch it.
No, touch on it.
I
Nah,
love
just
seeing
touch
people
it.
on those first.
I love seeing first dates.
Yeah.
and they're just like trying to figure each other out. How drunk can I get? How drunk should I not get?
Yeah.
Can I order food and or like can I order messy food or like should I just stick to a salad? Like you just see them trying to figure it out, and then I'm just there just like trying to facilitate.
Right.
I love hearing the conversation. So
Oh
what do
my
you do for work? This
Oh.
and that and stuff. And then it's just funny
Yeah.
and enjoyable to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can tell like, they're probably just fuck. That'll be it. They're not gonna
Yeah.
be serious. I've seen dates that have gone really well where it's taken them 15-20 minutes to order a drink because they're just
Yeah.
so engaged with their conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only have maybe one round, maybe two, or they share one and maybe get appetizers, but it's all full because
Right.
I love seeing that.
Yeah,
That-
yeah,
But
I
that
said it
doesn't
before.
always work out. The last date I went on went that way, and it did not fucking work
It's the
out,
same.
man. It's
100%
just
the same.
sometimes you can think it's working and then find out it's not.
Situational
Which
shit.
is
Like in the
which it is
moment.
what it is. It's not.
Yeah.
No one's upset about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It just is what it is. We're just talking about what we're seeing, man. Like it's fucking wild out there. And I have a lot of friends who hit me up and they ask me about how the dating scene looks just in general, because they know we're like on the front lines watching all of this happen. And I'm like, yo, you need to stay in the relationship you're in because you don't want to come back out here. Trust
Don't
me.
come outside.
Don't come back out here.
I'm
There's nothing but
outside.
zombies out here, bro.
Streets are
Don't
like
get
the
infected.
apocalypse right
Yeah,
now.
don't get
Oh,
infected,
man.
man. If they bite you, it's over.
And
Stay
you got
your
a good
ass
thing
where you
going,
are.
like fight for it. You got a good relationship or something.
Yeah.
You don't want this life in
No. No, you don't.
that street.
You don't want no parts of this shit.
And see, for someone like me, like I'm at a point now in my life where I have so much comfortability at home that I have no desire to go out. Really,
I like to
don't,
go
man.
out when I'm in the mood.
yeah,
Like, I don't club anymore. I'm way too old for
Not club.
fucking clubs,
Club,
man.
to go out.
I feel
for
like
a
the younger
cocktail,
people can smell the old on me when I go to a club. Like, smells old in here. Like, all right, I'll leave.
Was it mothballs?
Yeah. Smells dusty as a motherfucker in here as I walk by. Like, all right, man, I guess I'll
Shit,
just.
it's all right, cool. I'll go kick it
I'll
at
go-
the
I'll
bar.
go
Smells
to
like
bed.
a 700 credit score.
Smells like responsibilities.
Oh hell no! Get that out of here.
They can smell the hangover on you before you even drink.
Yeah, man. They really can. They really can. Well, I mean, as always, it's been a fucking blast.
Yeah.
I love seeing where this is already going with the 3-man team, and we're still gonna bring in people for interviews and things like that. Don't think that just because we're switching to the 3-man that it's gonna be like, oh man, they're not gonna have any guests. No, we need new perspectives as well. We have a couple people who have been asking to come on for a while, actually. So we've just been trying to work it into our schedules to try to have them come on. So we'll figure that out as the next few weeks.
Oh, I forgot to talk about the event yesterday.
Oh, you got to end with that.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
So I'll just tell like one or two things from it. So we were like super packed,
Yeah.
right? Like stupid packed. About 900 RSVPs, about 900 people came through our capacity to do something. But out of the whole night, we had about 900 people. It was packed.
Yeah, I saw some videos on somebody else's feed, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like
was fuck
the
fire,
bar started getting a line about like 5 o'clock. Did not stop. So from like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
until 11:30, we were just
Damn.
rocking.
Going.
Rocket
Oh, yeah,
straight
just
rock.
gunslinging,
Bro,
man.
I had to use the bathroom at one point, and I don't know if I sweated out or I pissed myself. I couldn't tell if it was
Oh my
water that
God.
splashed on me, man. I was just like, I had to use the bathroom at one point, and now I don't. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just
Yeah.
that adrenaline just
Yeah.
like kept you going.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah. So it was just so packed, and you know we got 2 bartenders behind the bar. That's just the max we can have. Wells and
Yeah.
other shit.
2 bars for 900 people. Bartenders for
Yeah. Well, we also had an outside bar,
Okay.
but it was very limited to what people can get there.
got you.
And the good thing is we're built for speeds. All of our specialty cocktails are all on a draft for it, easy.
While you're
But-
telling the story, I'm gonna plug
yeah.
in the laptop.
But just the volume of people was so high.
Yeah.
We're only going as fast as we can. I'm trying to make as many.
Right.
A couple times, I have a line. You know, when you have a rail, you're just trying to get to your line.
Hmm?
I have an idea of who next, but at some point people are just trying to rush in and they're cutting in front of people.
Yeah.
Next now.
Yeah.
Somebody walked this way to go ask their order and they come back and at a certain point I had somebody and he dropped everything. And that didn't even work. Wow.
It's like you're just like trying to like you're trying to like work around the actual bartenders like as like things are going. It's like, oh,
Ice.
okay, keep going. You got it.
Juice. Simple. Let me just fill your. I need that bottle. Damn it, my bad.
Damn it. Shit.
But
Okay, guys, what did I miss?
but at one point I had
That was some bar back shit right there.
It was. At one point I had a couple people in front of me and swiped the card, whatever, and brought it back. That's the other thing. Well, we've said get your order and everything in together before you order.
Yes.
My mind, when I swipe your card, your transaction is done.
Yeah.
You have to wait to like make my rounds again to get your next drink. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get it all together.
Yeah.
Card is swiped. Once you hand you that receipt, I'm on to the next one. I don't give a fuck if you need one more thing.
Right.
That's it. So
As we've
third
said
one person-
before, it's not a relay race.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
So I came back after I swiped one person's card and I went to get somebody's order, and then the lady next to that person was like, "Nah, that's bullshit. I was here first." I'm like, "All right, hey, I'm sorry. There's a lot of people here. I'm doing it as fast as I can. Like, I'm doing my best. What do you want from me?" And she's
Yeah.
like, all right, my bad. I'm like, just give me your patience.
Yeah.
She backed off. So when I got around to her, she was the one that made me do the relay race. And after like third time, I was like, I need you to get all your shit in order. Tell me all the drinks you want. I can't be doing this. I have way too many people to get to.
Oh yeah.
Because I spent almost 5 minutes with her because I had to go back and forth and this and that. I'm like, look, get all your shit together.
Everything.
Give me everything,
Right.
please.
And we understand that it's hard to weave your way up to a bar in line and all this other
And then
stuff.
you're trying to get all your
And
friends'
you ha-
orders.
yeah.
I get that.
And
I
sometimes
get it.
someone's in the bathroom or this and that.
Yeah.
Look, man, once you tell me your order, if your friend wasn't there, they can get their own fucking
They
drink.
gotta
Yeah,
worry about
they gotta
They
wait.
can jump in
Yeah.
behind you, but it doesn't mean they're next either.
Nope.
Yeah.
But don't try to make me add to your order when you've already given me your order
And you know there's
card in hand.
10 people waiting behind you. Like,
They're waiting the same way you were waiting.
yeah.
Like, think about what's going through their mind, not just your mind. Sorry. that's
Also,
just-
don't come around behind the bar asking us for ice. I had somebody do that.
Not behind.
Like, I was like over here, and then the other bartender was next to me pouring something, and I seen this person walking. I'm like, work here, and she's like, "Oh, I just need some ice." I'm like, "You gotta get out of here." She's like, "Oh, I need ice." I'm like, "You gotta go. Get the fuck out of
I
here.
don't care
Go.
what you
Hey, you
need.
can't be back here. Go. I don't care if you need ice. Do not come back here. What the fuck is wrong with
He's
you?"
going
That's
to a
probably someone
kitchen?
who was hanging out behind the DJ booth.
Maybe.
And therefore
That
thought,
That doesn't mean.
oh, I can hang out wherever.
it does not give you
I
access
still
behind the
don't
bar.
know
This is like
you.
going
Don't
behind the
give a fuck.
kitchen and be like, oh, I just need like a bag of fries.
Yeah, just
Get out of
let me
here.
just grab that ketchup. I'll do it myself. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I figured I'd get it myself.
No, it's not that.
What?
I don't care if you need just size. Now you gotta fucking get the fuck out of here. That happened.
Damn.
Fuck out of here.
And I had somebody throw a hissy fit because
Not a hissy fit.
yeah. So I went to service one person, and then the girl was like, "But I was next," and I was like, "Did not just throw a little temper tantrum." I'm like, "I'm sorry." Put him first though. It's like, "But I was next." She even did the whole little arm thing. And
Oh, wow.
you're way too damn old to be doing that. I know you're way too damn old because you're at least 21. That is way too damn old to be throwing a little hissy fit.
4-year-old situation.
I can't believe I saw that shit.
Oh, but I
Right?
wanted to go.
You want to smoke?
Oh,
Yeah, that kind of happened during the week. I can remember now. So, I fucking wanted to pack new patience.
yeah.
Have fucking
What
we
about
was-
that doesn't
Hissy
happen.
fit?
Nah, not the hissy fit.
Ice.
Nah, not the ice. The other thing that happened. The other thing that we talked about. You're like, oh man, it was nice that this happened while I was busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
No,
a
I'm being petty now.
former manager come in and see me
yeah,
kick ass behind the bar, and
yeah.
you know, I hope that person had a lot of like, damn,
It's
he's
like
actually
when your
pretty
ex
good.
sees you with a better bitch.
Yeah, like, damn, I'll let that
You
go.
see me
Like,
winning over here?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Could have been
Mhm.
you.
Could have been you.
That gave me that second win because of how much this manager fucking my weekends. So yeah, second when she was there, I see kids. I'm like, my feet are
It was almost like we're powered by the petty.
Definitely
Just
powered
let
by
the
the
petty
petty.
flow through you.
Gotta throw in a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, and I just want to add my 2 cents on this. Nothing against the person for me. Nothing against the person. I want to say this from me. You never burn a bridge because you never know when you're going to have to get back over to that side again. Like, you just don't know. So don't burn a bridge. Yeah, well, you could swim, but if you don't have to, I'm just saying, man, like, yo, if no one's done you wrong, don't
Like,
do
why?
them wrong. Don't be
Yeah.
petty. Don't be vindictive. Don't like rub it into them on the way out just because, you know, you're in a better position. You
Right.
know, you may
Yeah.
always be in a position that's above them, but what if you're not?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm
You never
saying,
know.
You
man.
never
Like,
fucking know.
and that's not even directed at any one person. I'm directing this at everybody. Like, yeah, it's one thing to be petty. It's one thing to be like, oh, this person did me dirty. But if no one's done you dirty, don't do dirt. Don't do dirt. Because you never know when you're going to need that person down the road,
Yeah.
man. You know, like we
Definitely don't step all over people for sure, because you never, again, you just never know what
Yeah.
happens. You can be up here and then somebody pulls that Jenga block and something happens and now you're down there and they're like,
And that would have been the person who could have helped you back up.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just always treat people the right way and you will get that in return, man. That's all. But
Yeah.
I just wanted that to be out there. Like,
For sure.
fuck that. Because that made me feel good.
Yeah.
Not against the person.
Yeah.
But for the situation. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's like a
when-
full circle, just like validation moment where it's like,
Right.
let this situation go, and now you, how well I'm doing.
Right.
Could have had this on your team, baby. But now
Yeah.
look at me.
Yeah. Humble the bag.
Yeah.
Humble the
Hey.
bag, man.
This is the May.
This is the man.
This is the man.
Yeah.
All right, is that it?
Yeah. I mean, well, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
But thank you again to
Thank you,
Mr.
everybody.
Chill Chocolate.
Mm,
Mr. Robert Watkins.
That's all for the
Oh my God.
Peace.
My pleasure.